Hi there, welcome back. This is Ron Yaish with Balanced Financial Life, where we focus on financial and money education. Today we're going to be addressing a question that was asked regarding an emergency fund. And the question was all about, would it be appropriate to use emergency fund money for medical needs? And the person gave a specific example regarding hearing aids. So what they went on to explain in this specific example, and I want to kind of dovetail off that into a different places. So in this situation, it's an expensive medical procedure or item, and one needs to get a new one every 3 to 5 years, a new set, and they're expensive. So my initial reaction is, no, you shouldn't use that that money shouldn't come from the emergency fund because it's unknown. It's not an unknown. So just like you have a line item in your budget for gifts, for charity, for cell phones, you have for hearing aid or for medical, label it whatever works for you, and start setting money aside. Start setting aside just had a conversation or addressed this question the other day, and the person was quite overwhelmed. And when we looked at it at a specific example, when I'm wearing a different hat, I am a financial advisor as well. Excuse me, and we broke it down. It wound up being, what was that issue? It wound up being like $10 a month that you had to set aside. So the person's like, oh, it's only $10 a month because I only need this once every X, Y, and Z amount of years. It wasn't daunting. But if you decided that you needed to tap into whatever it was, the $1,800 that they needed, out of nowhere, that would be a surprise. So what the rule of thumb is, was it expected, right? When you want to answer the question, should I use this and take money from my emergency fund? Yeah, you may not have a choice. But if you do have a choice, because you know that this is something that may be coming up, whether it's an ortho, whether it's dental work, that you know that you want to set aside a certain amount because things are going to be coming up the pike, whether it's hearing aids, whatever the medical challenges are, or in general things that may be coming up. But specifically, we're talking about the medical question. If you foresee something coming up, better to start putting that money aside now so that you have it when it comes up. And then you won't have to tap into the emergency fund, or you won't even have to tap into as much of it. So that is, that's one side of it. The other side of it is, if this was somewhat unexpected, right? If somebody went into the doctor's office and they learned that they needed X and insurance didn't cover it and they just needed to get it, right? So that's what the emergency fund is for. It's for you to use when the unknowns come, and you can, tap into that without taking out a medical loan, without going into debt, without putting this on your card and going into credit card debt. This is what the money's for. So I hope that addressed your question. Again, this is Ron with Balanced Financial Life. Feel free to respond with questions, comments, your own experiences. We are promoting a community of learners here. And if you want to ask a question, you can go to our website, balancedfinanciallife.com, balancedfinanciallife.com, and you'll see a place for Ask Ron. You could put in your question. You can add your name. I didn't even mention the person's name here. You could add your email. It's totally optional. That way we could just follow up with you and give you the response that you're looking for. We do our best to try to get back to everybody in a timely fashion. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.